Hello from Dubai. I'm Rachel Price and welcome to the podcast Not Just Making the Tea, a show where we'll talk about the realities of our career and life choices, what life skills there are to be learnt, and how they can influence and help us to succeed. It's all about celebrating the parts that don't go to plan as much as those which do. So this is Season 2. This season, the focus will be looking at how we can develop ourselves to ensure that we're getting the most from our lives both professionally and also personally. The aim is that there'll be some chats with the experts along the way, whilst also the regular podcast about the skills and attributes that we need to continue developing. So please do keep listening. So I hope that you enjoy listening, find the topics thought-provoking, entertaining, and that they add some positive moments to your day. So on that note, let's get started with today's topic. Is microlearning the key to career success? It's important to be always learning. Isn't that what we're told? It will help us stay sharp and advance our careers and lives. But with everything else on our to-do list, such as networking, self-care, exercising, and working towards the next promotion, just to name a few things, how are we supposed to find the time to learn a new skill and expand our expertise? Well, the key might lie in microlearning, and teaches it in highly focused and bite-sized nuggets. Microlearning is shorter and faster than traditional learning because it's focused on being concise. These short bursts of content are available for learners to consume at their own convenience. The style of the information delivered can take many forms, but the main principle is that it has to be short. Common types of microlearning content include audio, video, text, images, quizzes and tests, infographics, games, and other e-learning content. Microlearning can be used to develop a multitude of skills and is perfect for today's professionals with busy schedules and short attention spans. Learning apps like Duolingo are great examples of microlearning. The app helps you learn a new language through effective, bite-sized lessons and games that allow you to go at your own pace. This gamification of learning can also be seen in apps that work to improve your memory, like Lumosity or MindPal. But why is microlearning the key to success? Well, in 2016, a study conducted by Pew Research Center found that 87% of US workers saw continuous learning as important or essential throughout their work life. And what this means is that the majority of those in the workforce see new skills and training as a crucial part of their career development. But where do they receive that training from? Sure, employers conduct new hire onboarding and possibly training when milestones or promotions are reached, but what about that in-between time? Employees are receiving the macro learning that they need, but they lack the micro learning throughout their career that is necessary for continuous professional development. So here are 5 reasons why I think micro learning works and how it can work for you. Number 1, its shorter and quicker format fits your daily schedule and also your attention span. Spend less time wondering how to fit learning into your schedule and more time actually learning. Since microlearning is developed to be shorter and more attention-grabbing than other forms of traditional learning, you'll find it easier to squeeze in 5 or 10 minutes of learning in between your already scheduled commitments. Even if you're taking an online course or another form of e-learning that's a few hours long, you have the option to stop and start the learning module, which is vastly different than sitting in a lecture hall or attending an in-person class. Microlearning puts that content into digestible format that makes professional development more approachable. Number 2, microlearning increases knowledge retention through repetition. Try, repeat. Try, repeat. As with anything, the more that we do something, the more likely it will become fixed in our long-term memory. Thanks to the focus of repetition, microlearning helps us to learn and retain skills and knowledge. It's easier to find smaller amounts of time in a day to continue this repetition versus a large chunk of time once a week or every other week. And the more that we see, hear or do a task, the more likely we are to remember it. Number 3, you can go at your own pace. Perhaps one of the ideal aspects of microlearning is that it gives you the flexibility to learn at your own pace. Having the autonomy to sit down anywhere at any time to learn breaks the mould of traditional learning in a bricks and mortar kind of setting. For example, with access to a library of online courses, you can effectively learn about anything. How about career transitions or learning how to ace an interview through quick, thorough lessons? Unlike a college degree in which the timing is laid out for you, from what semester you can take a specific class to what time of day those lessons happen, microlearning allows you to schedule your learning when it works best for you. Number 4. Microlearning is more engaging than traditional learning. I'm not saying that traditional learning is boring, but it does take a special type of teacher to make that learning fun. Because microlearning utilises videos, games and apps to help you learn a new skill, it's definitely much more easier to stay engaged. According to the 2018 Think with Google report, 70% of millennial YouTube users watched YouTube to learn how to do something new or learn more about something that they were interested in. The creation of fresh and engaging content to learn traditional career skills certainly keeps learners coming back for more. Number 5. It's affordable. Increase your knowledge without decreasing your bank account. Attending college can leave you tens of thousands of dollars in debt. According to the latest Student Loan Heroes report, 69% of US 2019 college class took out a student loan and graduated with an average debt of $29,900. That's the equivalent of nearly £22,000 or 110,000 dirhams. I'm not saying to skip getting your college degree, but there are other options if you're looking to learn or keep learning. Instead of heading back to college for another degree, maybe give e-learning a try. You can likely acquire the knowledge that you lack right from home with a multitude of online learning platforms offering online courses, and sometimes they're even free. From entrepreneurship, social media to soft skills, have a look at the list I've compiled for the best online courses out there for under $200. The link is in the podcast details. It's time to invest in you. So how do you infuse some microlearning into your week? Well, with bite-sized content, access to online learning platforms, and learning that works with your schedule, not against it, it's easy to see why microlearning is the key that takes your career to the next level. If you're not already convinced that microlearning is the way to go when it comes to professional development, let me show you how easy it is to incorporate it into your week. It's time to take the plunge and sign up for that online course. When you think of learning outside of the traditional classroom, the first thing that comes to mind is probably e-learning. There are plenty of online learning platforms such as Skillshare, Udemy, Masterclass, and of course there's Education Yalla. It's easy to find an online course which is of interest to you and that works with your schedule. It's time to get searching. Many platforms even have an app to allow you to bring learning right to your fingertips wherever you are. Even if the courses are an hour or more in length, most are broken up into modules by topic to allow you to go at your own pace. Incorporate learning into your weekly by scheduling time for a set amount of minutes or a module a day so that you can easily complete your next online course. Download the app. According to a recent study by measurement company Zenith, American adults spend at least 3.5 hours a day on their phones. Imagine just spending 15 minutes of that time learning a new language or improving your memory instead of scrolling through Instagram. It makes incorporating learning into our weekly routine seem a lot more manageable. Apps are a great way to take advantage of free online courses or free trials. Try browsing for a language, memory, maths or word of the day app. There are plenty available in the App Store or on Google Play. They are there to help you find your next learning adventure. Also, with Education Yalla, you can access it using the Teachable app, which is available to download on the App Store or Google Play. Just set up your account and then you're ready to learn on the go. Brush up on your knowledge via infographics. If you're a visual learner, you'll benefit from taking a few moments out of your day to study an infographic. This visual representation of information can make a difficult topic seem easier to understand by simplifying the complex ideas. They can also offer a step-by-step approach as to how to navigate tough work scenarios. With everything conveniently summarised on one page, you can reference the information anytime you need a refresher. While some online courses or articles will include infographics, you can also search for them on your own. Not sure where to start? Well, I would suggest searching on Pinterest for infographics on skills and knowledge that you're looking to learn more about. Listen to a career or skills-focused podcast. The next time that you're driving in your car or going for a walk, pop in your headphones and turn on a career podcast. I love listening to a comedy or cookery podcast as much as the next person, but utilising your commute or your workout time serves as a double whammy when it comes to learning about a few career skills. And that's awesome time management too. So in my view, microlearning makes it easier for individuals to access learning, what they want, when they want, and via whatever format that they want. With its effective, efficient and engaging content, microlearning takes the "I don't have the time" excuse out of personal and professional development. So that's today's podcast. I hope you found it interesting and helpful. Thank you for taking the time to listen. If you've enjoyed this episode, then please subscribe and get new episodes sent to you weekly. You can do that for free via Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast and other providers. I appreciate everyone who takes the time to listen, so subscribe, like, tell your friends and send me any comments. And how about rating the podcast? The rating helps bring this podcast to the attention of others, so thank you in advance. Please also check out the Instagram page, Not Just Making the Tea, for information on these topics and more. For activities and resources, go to the Learning Hub on educationyala.teachable.com. There is a direct link in the podcast information. Thank you once again, keep safe and chat soon. Have a great day.